When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Commodores will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense comes onto the field first today. That one off. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Looking to throw. He's going to take a shot. He's got it down the left side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Throws for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. There's now a couple of incompletions. Leaves him in a hole. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open.
Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Vanderbilt Commodores them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks. It's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick. Win in the secondary right now.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Commodores racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. A
strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley, not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
The Longhorns can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Pocket breaking down. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Back open in the middle. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last
Throws toward the end zone. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll try the left side. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Going right to work up top. Grab over the middle. It's Williams. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. He's got it. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Gonna take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to scramble. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Stribling. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Offense in a bunch formation. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hauls it in. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The Commodores are in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. Here comes the heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He unleashes a long one. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. It starts. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Motion from the wide receiver. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Back to pass, it's Bush. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes the Texas offense. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It starts. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's got the tight end. Turning it on. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Wants to bring it back. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll start this drive from the 42. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. The give. At the 35, he's open. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Bush. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Commodores will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going over the top. He's got it inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. The give and tick, 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 tick. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. He's racked up 92 yards rushing. He continues to impress as he leads the nation in rushing. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Power football with the block. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They're going to go for it on 4th down, and remember, from this spot, they can get a 1st down without scoring a touchdown. Needs it to keep this drive alive. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. And the Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
42, Vanderbilt, 0.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air. It's Bush. He's taking a deep shot. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did.